Hey guys, it's Blue Jay Artist here, and before I start this video, I just wanted to make a quick announcement. I might be doing, actually, two announcements. So, I may be doing a AMV with Jay's Path sometime in the nearby future, hopefully. And I might need some voices for it, so, like, there's a part where I want to have dialogue from the comic, and if anybody would be interested in doing that, let me know down below. I'd love to do it. And the second thing is, school is almost over for me, and that means that they're piling on a ton of stuff at the end of the year, and yeah, that sucks, and I don't know how active I'll be here. I'm really a lot more active on my DeviantArt, and I'll put a link down below, and I'll put my other links there too. I'm a lot more active on those than I am here. So if you want to see any of that stuff, it'll be in the description. Yeah, so that's that. But today we're going to be talking about Squirrelflight couples. So I don't think I could consider Stormfur and Squirrelflight a couple, so I'm not going to talk about them, but I will talk about Ashfur and Squirrelflight and Brambleclaw and Squirrelflight. And if you're in the comments and you're like, oh, but Stormfur liked her, and well, sorry. Okay, you can argue that Ashfur and Squirrelflight were a crush thing too, but at least they spent time together. And yeah, Stormfur and Squirrelflight really didn't have that many interactions, so I'm just not going to count them. Sorry if it's like your OTP. I actually do like it, but that's just me. Look I'm talking about it now. But anyway, we're just going to talk about the Ashfur and Brambleclaw, okay? Not going to talk about Stormfur, even though I do like that dynamic a bit, but okay, let's just start the actual rant. So we're going to talk about Ashfur and Squirrelflight first. I don't honestly consider this a couple, like, in my head, but technically it is, I guess. I don't know. It is. I've seen fan art, and, there was a possibility that they could have been together, but, the whole Ashfur, no, you broke my heart, bleeding out into the stone, so they never became a couple. And I just don't like how people get so upset that they weren't together. Like, if you look through any popular Ashfur AMV, you can see how people are like, oh, Squirrelflight dumped him, she's the worst, he deserved her, the Brambleclaw is stupid, blah, blah. I mean, she never really liked him. Is anybody going to remember that? Anybody can keep that in mind? This is, like, a problem in just, like, not even just in the Warriors fandom, but in society. If, you don't go out with a guy, you're seen as rude, and even if you don't have any feelings towards him, you're so rude, and you're so mean, and blah, 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 blah. Well, that's not true. You see, kids, we're going to learn a bit of a lesson today. It's okay to not like someone back. And, another thing is, you shouldn't burn people's children alive, or try to kill one of them, or try to kill their dad when they dump you. Yeah, well, not even, I hate it when people use the word dump. Why did I even say that? Because, I mean, they were never together. It's not like Squirrelflight and Ashfur were an item. I mean, they were friends, and Ashfur thought that she was totally in love with him, and then, I mean, she never dumped him. She just said, I don't love you. That's different from dumping someone. Dumping someone is when you break up with them, when you were in a couple. That was not what they were. I mean, maybe in Ashfur's head that's what they were, but not in Squirrelflight's. And I don't know, this couple is bad, and people still ship it, and I'm like, are you kidding me? He tried to burn her children alive and tried to kill her dad. So, that's not a good couple. He hates her, and she really doesn't like him. I mean, I like I said in my OC sexualities rants, I really do like platonic relationships, and I'm sad that they couldn't keep a platonic relationship between them, because, let me remind you guys, it was not Squirrelflight that was all evil and was like, I'm never going to talk to you again. Ashfur ignored her, even after she tried to talk to him, like, numerous times. She still totally, like, I mean, he didn't talk to her at all. He just ignored her, because he was so hurt. I mean, why couldn't you just keep a platonic relationship? Dude, why? Yeah, bad couple. No, I don't like this couple at all. It's not even a couple in my eyes, but, rules are rules. If it wasn't a couple, this video would only be Squirrelflight and Brambleclaw. And that's a great transition. Squirrelflight and Brambleclaw. Now, when I did my favorite couples rant, which I am going to remake one day because I don't like it that much anymore, well, I still do like Squirrelflight and Brambleclaw together. They've had actual, excuse me, they've had actual development where they have gone through and they've gone through, they've gone through arguments, they've gone through a lot of different types of arguments, like, should Squirrelflight come on, or should Squirrelpaw come on the journey, sorry, should I let her come, should I, go, put her at this risk, they've been through a lot of stuff, I can't name everyone, but, I don't know what you did. They've just gone through a ton of arguments, like, I don't trust your half-brother. I don't love you anymore. Oh, let me just say something. I don't really obviously, that was a jerk move to not tell Brambleclaw about, the leaf pull and crow feather thing. But, come on. I don't know. I can see why Squirrelflight didn't tell him, because he's the deputy. It's difficult because, if you really love someone, you trust them, but yet again, if they're in a position of power, you can see that they might be forced to tell, the leader and really anybody, about the situation. So I can see why Brambleclaw was angry, but I think he overreacted a bit. They'd been through so much together, and he just dumps her after that and never talks to her. And let me just say, I really don't like, like I said, the last hope is really rushed. I got it, but I don't like how they just, immediately made up, and how he made up to her was making her his deputy. I was one of those fans when she was made deputy. I was like, no, this is stupid. Why is Squirrelflight the deputy? But now since Bramblestar Storm came out, I'm like, yes, greatest deputy of all time. But I don't know, that felt a little bit not cliched, but it felt not right, I guess, because she goes from, I don't like you anymore, to be my deputy and my maid again, and now they're having children, so, okay, kids, whatever, it seemed a bit rushed, because, the Last Hope was rushed. Bramblestar Storm was a little bit rushed, but not as much as The Last Hope. The Last Hope was really rushed, you all know that, but, I don't know, I think it was fine. I like their relationship. I think they have good chemistry. They've been through a lot of development. They really, in Bramblestar Storm, you really saw the relationship as parents who had just lost their child, Hollyleaf, and that just felt really, I don't know, you could feel the weight of trying to support each other through their loss and everything, and I did like how they touched on that. And first of all, anybody who says Squirrelflight isn't really their mother, no. She raised them. I don't care if she's not their biological mother, she raised them. That's like saying to your adopted, if your friend is adopted, you're like, oh, well, your mom really isn't your mom. This person that you've probably never met or don't talk to that much is your mom. That's a jerk move. Brambleclaw and Squirrelflight are their parents. I don't care if they're not their biological parents. They are their actual parents. They raised them. They taught them lessons. They helped them get through their life. So, of course, they're going to mourn for their kid, Hollyleaf. And I might even make a rant about that later. I'm not sure. But I really like them as parents. I like their relationship. They've been through a lot. The makeup was a bit rushed, but in the end, I really do like Bramblestar and Squirrelflight. And wow, I just said Bramblestar. That was really weird. Did I say that before? I don't know. I usually say Brambleclaw. I guess I'm used to Bramblestar now. Whatever. So that was this rant. Like I said in the Firestars couples rant, if you want to leave suggestions for couples to do, you can leave in the description. And like I said in the beginning of the video, Mike 2J's Path AMV with voices in it. So watch out for that and tell me if you might want to audition for that. Hope you guys enjoyed this rant. The J Artist out.